Hi everyone, today I'll be exploring how inclusive and responsive practices can be used to create safe and challenging learning environments. I'll focus on the Berry Street education model and demonstrate 3 practical strategies in a Year 4 classroom. The Berry Street education model is a trauma-informed framework that supports student self-regulation, relationships and engagement. It recognises that students must feel safe and regulated before they are ready to learn. Neuroscience research shows that trauma can impact brain development and emotional regulation, which affects how students engage in the classroom. The Berry Street model responds to this by prioritising emotional safety, strong relationships, and structured classroom practices that support all learners. Importantly, this approach aligns with whole school practices that promote consistent expectations, positive behaviour, and inclusive learning environments. The first strategy is brain breaks, which are short, structured activities that help students regulate their emotions and refocus. In a Year 4 classroom, this might include short movement activities like a stretching routine, breathing exercises, or a quick mindfulness task between lessons. As a teacher, you would intentionally use brain breaks during transitions or when students appear dysregulated. Students pause, reset, and then return to return to learning more focused and ready to engage. This reduces disruptions and improves student focus. The intended effect is to help students regulate their emotions so they can participate effectively in learning. Research shows that supporting student self-regulation improves engagement and reduces behavioural disruptions, particularly for students affected by stress or trauma. This strategy supports all students, while particularly benefiting those who may struggle with attention, anxiety, or emotional regulation. The second strategy is creating a calm space in the classroom. This is a designated area where students can go to self-regulate when they feel overwhelmed. In a Year 4 classroom, this might look like a clearly defined corner in the room with a soft mat, cushions, sensory tools such as stress balls or fidget items, and visual supports like breathing prompts and emotion charts. The space would be visually calm with neutral colours and minimal distractions, and positioned away from high traffic areas, but still within teacher supervision. As a teacher, I would explicitly teach students when to use the calm space, how to use it appropriately, and how to return to learning when ready. For example, if a student becomes overwhelmed during a maths task, they can independently move to the calm space, use a breathing strategy, and then rejoin the class once regulated. Importantly, the calm space is not used as punishment, but as a proactive strategy that promotes self-regulation and maintains student dignity. This supports classroom organisation by reducing disruptions and promoting student independence rather than relying on reactive behaviour management. This helps maintain a predictable and safe environment while allowing students to manage their emotions. The intended effect is to build student independence and emotional regulation. Research shows that developing self-regulation in primary age students improves attention, behaviour, and learning outcomes. This strategy supports all learners by normalising emotional regulation, while particularly supporting students who may experience stress, anxiety, or trauma-related responses. The third strategy is intentional relationship building. This involves consistently creating positive, respectful interactions between the teachers and students. In a Year 4 classroom, this might include greeting students at the door, using their name, regular check-ins throughout the day, showing interest in students' experiences, and using regular positive feedback to build trust and connection. Additionally, the teacher would foster a growth-oriented classroom by encouraging students to view mistakes as opportunities to learn and grow, helping them to take risks and build resilience. The teacher models respectful communication, and students learn how to interact in a supportive environment. Strong relationships are essential because research shows they improve student engagement, behaviour, and academic outcomes. The intended effect is to create a sense of belonging and trust, which increases students' willingness to participate and take risks in learning. This supports all students as every learner benefits from feeling safe, valued, and connected in the classroom. Together, these strategies demonstrate how trauma-informed practices support both safe and challenging learning environments. When students feel safe, regulated, and supported, they are more capable of engaging in higher order thinking, taking risks, and persisting with challenging tasks. These strategies create predictable environments and support positive behaviour. In conclusion, inclusive and responsive practices are essential for creating classrooms where all students can participate and succeed. By implementing strategies such as brain breaks, calm spaces, and relationship building, teachers can support students' well-being while also promoting engagement and academic growth.